So, sorry for the delay. Continuing Karaka Prakaranam. So, we were discussing different cases and their usages. Like the last time we studied the Apadana and others. Yeah, fifth case and so on, and their usages. Moving ahead, Sampradana, the dative. So, this is the fourth case, right? So, Sutra 662. Pradeyabhi sambadhyamanam sampradhanam. The person who is connected to the object which is given away for good is called the sampradhana. So the person who is connected to the object. So object takes Dvitiya, the second case, right? So the person who is connected to the object which is given away. For example, Ramaha gam dadati. Rama is giving cow. So if I say Ramaha brahmanaya gam dadati, Rama is giving cow to the brahmana. So there, the object being given is the cow, and the person who is connected to the object which is given away is the brahmana, and he's receiving it. So he takes the fourth case, which is the sampradhan. So the pradeya is that which is given away for good. Uh, Sampradhane Chaturthi. A Chaturthi Vishnu Bhakti is used when the Sampradhana is Anukta. So Chaturthi Vishnu Bhakti is used when Sampradhana is there. Examples are Vaishnavaha Krishnaya Sarvasvam Dadati. The Vaishnava gives everything to Krishna. So here Krishna is the recipient. He is the beneficiary or is receiving the object, which is Sarvasvam here, which Vaishnava is offering, giving. Shri Krishna's Chanuraya Praharam Adat. Krishna gave a blow to Chanur while, having that tussle while they were wrestling together in Mathura. So Chanura is the recipient of Krishna's blow, Prahar. Shri Krishna Kansaya Bhayam Adat. Krishna gave fear to Kansa. So here Kansa is the Sampradhan. But when the object is not given away for good, like Sampradhan is there when we are giving the proprietorship of an object, let's say, to the beneficiary, right? But when we are not giving proprietorship, you know, of an object, when we are not giving the object completely, let's say, then we can't use Chaturthi. For example, but when the object is not given away for good, the second paragraph here, we get Rajakasya Vastram Dadati. He gives the clothes to the washerman. Now we are giving the clothes to washerman in order to be cleansed so that he can clean the clothes up. We're not giving the clothes to the washerman like as a donation or completely. We're giving and we'll take it back. Hantu Prishtam Dadati, he gives his back to the killer. So it's like that. Then other usages are Ruchyarthai Richan. When there is connection with dhatus that have the meaning of the dhatu Rucha, the person who desires is the Sampradhan. So when there is connection with dhatus that have the meaning of the dhatu Rucha. So Rucha Diktav, the person who desires is the Sampradhan. So um, the word Ruchi here refers to the dhatu Rucha, and because the dhatu Rucha has many meanings, it also means Swa Vishayecha Danam, giving a desire for itself. The dhatu Rucha and dhatus which have the meaning of Rucha are called Ruchyartha dhatus. Thus, Ruchyarthai means when there is connection with Ruchi Artha dhatus. So, Ruch dhatu has these meanings: to shine, to please. So, so examples are Krishnaya rochate dugdham. So here, this sutra says that in relationship with ruchi or the dhatus, chaturthi is used, right? The person who desires is the sampradana. Milk pleases Krishna. So Krishnaya rochate. Dugdham, the milk is pleasant to Krishna, like that. So Krishna is the desirer. He is pleased by the milk. So Krishnaya rochate dugdham. Krishnaya swadate dugdham. Milk pleases Krishna. So the meaning here is that the milk becomes desirable to Krishna. So, so like that, Chaturthi is used. This is different from the previous sutra's meaning. Here, in relationship with Ruchi or the Dhatus, the person is not the beneficiary. So, in a sense, it's this usage is different from the previous sutra's usage in the sense of receiving an item or an object. Krudhadyarthanam yam pratikopah. This is a very frequently used. When there is usage of dhatus, when there is usage of dhatus that have the meaning of the dhatus krudha and so on. The person towards whom the anger and so on is directed is the sampradana. So the person towards whom the anger is directed. So Krishnaya krudhyati kansa. So here we are using dhatus like krudh here, and towards Krishna the anger is being shown by Kansa. So Krishna takes Chaturthi. So Yam Prati Kopaha. Krishnaya Krudhyati Kansa. Kansa is angry at Krishna. Krishnaya Dujyati Kansaha. Kansa seeks to harm Krishna. Krishnaya Asuyati Kansa. Kansa finds fault with Krishna. Krishnaya Irshyati Kansa. Kansa is jealous of Krishna's. I'm just one thinking that how beautifully Jiva Goswami is bringing examples, you know, in relationship with Krishna. So yeah, especially if a non-devotee reads Harinama with Vyakaranam, although he will think that he's reading grammar, which he is, but still he's taking Krishna's names. In each example, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Okay. Krodho aparadha sahanam, which means aparadh asahanam. So what is Krodha? Jiva Goswami gives definition of what is Krodha, what is Droha, ityadi. So he says, Krodha means non-tolerance of an offense. Droha apakaraha. Droha means hurt. Asuya gune api dosha aropani drishtihi. And asuya means that vision which imposes fault even upon a good quality. Even if someone possesses a good quality, but still asuya, the emotion or the yeah, the asuya, that feeling in heart, that avaguna, it makes that good quality look like a fault. So that's asuya. So it's a bad quality. And irsha, parotkarsha sahani. So parotkarsha asahani. What is irsha? What is jealous? Envy. Um, it means that vision which cannot tolerate the eminence of another. So we can't, in irsha, in that sthiti, that stage, one can't mm, tolerate the success, the prosperity of uh, the person in front. We can't see that. Hmm. Chandra Gomi says that the person towards whom the anger and so on is directed is the karma. So pranayena Krishna. So like that. These are all practical sutras and very much.
I don't understand the Chandragomi part. Like, what is the
Uh,
point of that?
Chandragomi says, some Vyakranakar, some theologist, that the person towards whom the anger and so on is directed is the karma. So yam prati kopaha. Like in this sutra, it is said that the person towards whom the anger and so on is directed takes the sampradana, right? The Chaturthi Vibhakti. So Chandragomi is just
Yeah,
clarifying that that person towards whom the anger and so on is directed is actually the karma.
but it's not in the second
Yeah,
case.
but it's not in the second, it's in the Chaturthi because it's an exception, and that's why it's mentioned here.
I
Okay.
see. And is Chandragomi like a scripture or a
No,
person
no, no,
or
no,
what
no.
is that?
I believe Chandragomi is a scholar. Uh, yeah, he's a grammarian.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Krudha druho sopendrayo karma karmaiva. But when the dhatus krudha and druha are used with an upendra, we know what is upendra, right? Prapara, pasaman, vavanir, durabhi, pra, apa, dur, ni, and so on. Those 20, 21 we read in the Akhyata Prakaranam, the prefixes. So, but when the dhatus krudha and druha are used with an upendra, the person towards whom the anger and so on is directed is the karma. Then in that stage, the karma, that person takes the second only, second case. So here Krishna Kansam abhikrudyati. So Krishna is angry at Kansa. So here, although we have used Krudha Dhatu, but because it's along with the Upendra, so that's why Kansa, towards whom the anger is directed, it takes karma rather than the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Krishna Kansam pratiduyati. Krishna seeks to harm Kansa in return. So again, because of the Upendra, Kansam, it takes karma. It's and the Vidya. Pratyang Shruvah Prarthayita. When there is usage of the dhatus prati plus shru and ang plus shru, the asker is the sampradana, prarthayita. For example, bhaktaya abhishtam pratishnoti Krishna and bhaktaya abhishtam ashranoti Krishna. Krishna promises the desired thing to the devotee. So prati, okay, when we add the prati upasarga upendra with shru dhatu, it then means like promise, pratishru, pratishnoti. So Krishna bhaktaya abhishtam pratishnoti, mm, and bhaktaya abhishtam ashanoti Krishna. Krishna promises the desired thing to the devotee. So bhaktaya, which both mean prarthayantam tam prati pratignyam karoti. He makes a promise to the devotee who asks for it. Here the word prarthayita here means pratignya yachikaha, who one who asks for a promise. So like that. So that was the dative, the Sampradana case. Then Karanam is there.
In sorry, in Bhaktayabhishtam Ashranoti, I see
Mhm.
there's a Vishnu chakra before Ashranoti. I don't
Yeah, I
understand.
think yeah, that's a mistake.
Oh, it's a typo. Okay.
Yeah, it should be Ma only. Hmm. Okay, one. Let me ask you one. 9470. Srimad Bhagavatam 9470. So where is 9470? तपो विद्या च विप्राणाम निःश्रेयस करे उभे ते एव दुर्विनीतस्य कल्पेते कर्तुरन्यथा. It's a sandhi question. My question to you is like here, te and eva. Why didn't we do sandhi here with a Rama? We could have applied sandhi here, right? Why there is no sandhi here? Te eva. You can look at the synonyms. The shloka is in front of you. Why no sandhi here?
So they is they. Huh.
You can look at the synonyms.
Yeah, I see the synonyms such austerity and knowledge. Tapo vidya. It's referring to tapo and vidya. I don't see how that helps. Hmm.
Okay, I'll give you an hint. Te here is not used in plural case, it's used in dual case, referring to Tapo and Vidya, Dvivajana.
Oh.
So, Idu Detam Dvivachanasya Manivadi Varjam. If you remember that sutra, that if we have any word in dual case ending with either Trivikrama E, Trivikrama U, or A Rama, then we don't do Sandhi, right? You remember?
No, I don't. Trivikrama
So, if we have
Urama.
a word ending with A Rama, or Trivikrama E Rama, or Trivikrama U Rama, and if those words are in dual case, then there is no sandhi done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is ending with a Rama and it's in dual case. So that's why no sandhi is done here. Quite tricky.
Yeah, even after you said, I didn't get it. So, yeah, it's quite tricky.
Okay. This Karanam we can do tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1. Chapter 9. And text. Do you remember which text we were on? We read text 9, I remember. So Bhishma Dev, he welcomed everyone. He also, yeah, we read text 10 also. Yeah, he welcomed Krishna. Text 11. Pandu putranupasinaan prashraya prema sangatan abhyachashtanuragashrairandhi bhutena chakshusha. अनुरागाश्रयी स्नेहाश्रुभिः अंधीभूतेन चक्षुषा बद्धदृष्टिलोचनेन उपलक्षितः भीष्मः इति अर्थः। प्रश्रय प्रेम संगतान्, प्रश्रय विनयः प्रेम स्नेहः, ताभ्यां संगतान् उपसन्नान् उपासीनान् समीपे उपविष्टान् पांडुपुत्रान् पांडवान् अभ्याचष्ट अभ्यभाषत. So Bhishmadev, his eyes were closed, Baddha Drishti Lochanena, because he was lying down there. So he's symptomized here, Upalakshita, with his eyes closed, Baddha Drishti Lochanena, right? And eyes closed, or Sneha should be, or can say that with due to the tears which were flowing, rolling down out of affection, deep affection. So his eyes, his vision got blocked, you know. Yeah, Baddha Drishtilochanena. So such Bhishma Dev, he spoke Abhyabhashata to Pandavas who were sitting just nearby, Samipe Upavishtan, and those Pandavas were, um, their hearts were filled with Vinaya, humility, and with love and with affection. Iti artha. Okay. See,
So
it,
wait, upasanan or that
Upasinan.
upasinan. Okay,
Yeah. So Upasinan,
but
it's
the word just before that, that
okay.
one. What is that?
Upasanna. So this is Upasanna. The word is Upasanna. Uh, Tabhyam Sangatan Upasannan. So basically, you know, like the Pandavas were equipped, their hearts were filled with, in that artha, Upasanna.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So again, I was saying that the sentence is very simple. That Bhishma, if you just Bhishma is the karta, so Bhishma Panduputran Abhyachashta, which means that Bhishma Dev spoke to Pandavas. This is the main sentence. But the point is, because it's Sanskrit and the feelings are expressed by the scriptures in a very expressive way, especially Sanskrit. So although the sentence is just Bhishma Panduputran Abhyachashta, Bhishmadev spoke to Panduputras, the adjectives and the Visheshanas and so on, everything is given here to make it more beautiful, you know, more complete. So this is the style of the language. So if we can break the shlokas down in such a way, then very easy to understand the flow. Aho kashtam aho nyayam yad yuyam dharmanandanaah जीवितुं नार्हत क्लिष्टं विप्रधर्माच्युताश्रया. हे धर्मनन्दनाः धर्मेषु नन्दनः आनन्दः येषां ते पाण्डवाः. विप्रधर्माच्युताश्रया, विप्रः धर्मः अच्युतश्च आश्रयः येषां ते. यूयं क्लिष्टं यथा स्यात् तथा जीवितुं प्राणान् धारयितुं नार्हत न योग्याः. अहलं श्लोके शोकेन इति अर्थः. अन्यथा अहो कष्टमहो अन्यायम् न्यायविरुद्धं कष्टकरं च अस्माकम् इति अर्थः. So Bhishmadev has started speaking to the Pandavas. So he is referring to the Pandavas as Dharmanandana, which means, O Pandavas, you You take pleasure in dharma, in religion, dharmeshu nandana, ananda yesham te. And you have taken shelter of the Vipras, the Brahmanas, the religion, dharma, and of Lord Achyuta, Lord Krishna. So such यूयम क्लिष्टम यथा स्यात् तथा जीवितुम प्राणान् धारितुम न अर्हत न योग्याः. We'll have to see what is this. So Yuyam Klishtam. So the sufferings, the miseries you had gone through, you know, in such case, you were to leave your bodies. Basically, the sufferings were so terrible, which you were, which you had suffered, that anyone else would have not survived those sufferings. That's the meaning. So alam shokena iti artha. So basically, alam shokena. But you should alam shokena means enough of this lamentation. This is the artha. So Bhishmadev is instructing that okay, we know that the sufferings have gone through. They were really intense and yeah, very difficult to save one's life to survive through them. But anyhow, alam shokena, enough of the lamentation. Otherwise, if you keep lamenting, then you will just complain, you will just keep on saying, keep on pondering upon the intensity of the misery, the intensity of the irreligiousness you had gone through. And you will say, Aho Kashtam, Aho Anyayam, that how badly and how sadly we have gone through these miseries and these adharma, anyayam. So nyaya vruddham kashtakaram cha asma. So alam shokena, uh, the Anvaya says here that you should not think upon that so much. Okay. Text 13. संस्थिते तीरथे पांडव यत् पृथा बाल प्रजावधूः युष्मत्कृते बहून् क्लेशान् प्राप्ता तौकवती मुहुः अतिरथे वीराग्रगण्ये पांडव संस्थिते मृते सति. Is it मृते? मृते सति बाल प्रजा बालाः शिशवः प्रजाः पुत्राः. This is putra. Putra.
Oh,
यस्याः
sorry. Let me fix that.
तोकवती तोकानि अपत्यानि तद्वती अपत्यैः स इत्यर्थः वधूः मम स्नुषा पृथा कुन्ती. Snusha is, I believe, Snusha. Son's wife, daughter-in-law. पृथा कुन्ती युष्मत् कृति युष्माकं पालनार्थं बहु बालवान् बहु क्लेशान् प्राप्तम्. So yeah. So now Bhishma Dev is referring to, he's speaking to the Pandavas, but speaking of Mother Kunti, that after Maharaj Pandu has left, his body, So such Maharaj Pandu was Atiratha. He was the chief, the top, you know, warrior, Veeragraganya Pandu Sanstate. So when he left his body, then my daughter-in-law, Vadhu, Pritha, Kunti Maharani, she who was left alone with her offsprings, the sons, who was Bala Praja, who's, who had sons, Shishus, Putras. So she went through a lot of sufferings, Bahun Kleshan, repeatedly, again and again, Varam Varam. What for? For your palana, for your maintenance, Yushmakam Palanartham, so that you all could survive properly. Hmm. Iti artha. Text 14.
I'm sorry. So this tok tokavati.
Tokavati.
What is tok?
Toka means offspring.
Oh, offspring. Okay.
Offspring, children. Text 14. Sarvam kalakritam manye bhavatam cha yadapriyam sapalo yadvashi loko vayuriva ghanavali. हे पांडवाः भवतां च यदप्रियं स युष्माकमपि यद् दुःखं जातं तत् विशेषः कालकृतं कालेन सम्पादितम् इति अहं मन्ये संभावयामि घनावलिः वायोः इव मेघा यथा वायोर्वशे तद्वत् इति अर्थः स पाललोकपालसहितलोकः यद्वशीयस्य कालस्य वशवर्ती भवति. So, O Pandavas, Bhishmadev is continuing, whatever you have suffered, whatever sufferings you have gone through, all of that is done uh, or established or accomplished by the time factor, Kalina. And this is what I consider Aham Manne. Just like the the array of clouds, clouds, a cluster of clouds, let's say, is in control or is rather controlled by the flow of the wind, right? So the wind, the flow of the wind, it directs the directions of the clouds. So Megha Yatha Vayur Vashet Tadvarityartha. Similarly, everyone in this material world is directed under the factor, the time factor. So Sapalaha Lokpala Sahita Lokaha Yadvashet. Yasya Kalasya Vashavartu Bhavati. So this planet, Lokaha, along with all its controllers, is under the control of the time factor. Yadvashet. This is the myth. Okay. So anything here?
So the Lokapala is the same as the time factor?
No, no. Lokapala means those who are maintaining the planet. So basically the controllers like Indra, Chandra, Varuna, ityadi.
I see. Okay.
The guardians of the world.
So are they controlled by the time factor in this, or they are controlling the time factor?
No, no, no. They, along with the planet, they are controlled by the time factor.
I see. Okay.
Okay. We'll resume tomorrow. Ahead. Hare Krishna.
All right.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranams.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Dhanavad Pranam.